I'm going to show you how I used the Rode Wireless Go-To on a number of real shoots. I will show clips so you can hear the quality of the recordings on the transmitter and on the camera in windy and office environments. I had the transmitter and receiver mounted on the handle of the camera cage, and I also attached the windshield to the transmitter. This clip shows how strong the wind was. The wind was so strong it almost blew the DJ booth away. 3 of us had to hold on to the booth. This is a short clip so you can hear the noise and the quality of the audio in this windy environment.
And we just have been also had the privilege of being neighbours. We live 2 doors up as well, we just have been also had the privilege of being neighbours. We live 2 doors up as well, so.
There was a little lag that I fixed mostly. It might be because I recorded at 50 frames per second, or because the microphone is actually recording the sound from the speakers. The first clip is audio directly from the transmitter, and the second clip is audio recorded into the camera. I reduced the volume slightly. I would say you can use this setup for scratch audio the way I used it, maybe even final audio. I exported the files from the transmitter using the 32-bit export. This is not the same as the Tascam F2 32-bit. You can see when I reduce the volume, it still cuts off. What I like about this setup over the shotgun mic setup is if the situation changes and I need to mic someone up quickly, I can do that because I just need to take the transmitter off the camera and place it on the subject. On this channel, I will show videos that I created and lessons that I learned while filming. I will show behind the scenes footage wherever I can. And I plan to review the gear that I use on real shoots. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe. Shoot 2 was a mixture of shooting interviews and shooting outside. The interview part is what I want to discuss. I attached a Rode Lav mic to the wireless transmitter and I placed the Lav mic on the talent. The transmitter and receiver combination was set to 0 dB, so it was transmitting as loud as it possibly could. The first person spoke very loud and clear, and I could reduce the volume on the Blackmagic down to around 60%. This is the quality of the audio from the first person directly into the camera. The start of the audio is actually the noise from the cars outside the building.
For us has been one of the most efficient and comprehensive systems I've seen personally.
We shot this at the entrance of the building. The second person didn't talk very loud. I had to increase the volume on the camera to over 80%. This caused a lot of extra noise. The location of the shoot also didn't help much.
Capture high resolution images in red, green, blue spectrum and thermographic images.
The third person also spoke very loud, so I could reduce the volume again.
Safer cities throughout the world. Think of the disasters that have occurred in Champlain Towers in Miami, the Opal Towers.
The client wanted to record in this area. If we recorded in an office higher up in the building, it would have been much better, but it just wasn't an option. What I should have done with the second interview was to try and get the person to speak louder. If you have to increase the volume of the Blackmagic camera to over 60% with the Rode Wireless Go-To and the Rode Lav mics, it seems you will have noise issues that you will have to try and fix in post. I think the cars made more noise than the internal noise of the microphone system. The third shoot was a marriage proposal in the city near the water on a very windy night. I attached the Rode Lav mic to the transmitter and I hid the mic inside the collar of the man. I used moleskin around the mic to protect it. I placed the second transmitter with the windshield inside the pocket of the man. I was getting a lot of scratching noises, so I won't recommend doing this. The sound from the mic hidden on the collar was very good. The first clip is audio directly from the transmitter and the second clip is audio recorded into the camera.
And I'd like to ask you if you'd spend the rest of your life with me. And I'd like to ask you if you'd spend the rest of your life with me.
Hiding the mic under the collar works great. Next time I might hide both mics this way, one on the one side and one on the other side for a backup. I couldn't do it this time because the lady kept on touching one side of his collar. When I record one person with 2 mics, I wouldn't use the Rode combine setting. That would record good and bad audio on one channel. I think best would be to have 2 mics in different spots on a person and then reduce the volume of the second mic in camera. This way you split the audio on the 2 transmitters and the second mic becomes a backup in case there are spikes in the audio. The next planned video is a 3-person interview. I don't know yet how people will sit or anything really. I'm thinking about placing a transmitter on a boom pole with a lav mic hanging down from the boom pole, and this way I will record 2 people and another transmitter to record the 3rd person. I will also have my larger Tascam microphone recording as backup. So please subscribe if you're interested in seeing videos like this.